In the last video of this series, I'm gonna show you. So we have been concerned about the structure of the code, the quality of the code, and now it's time to measure the performance. It's very easy. I just designed a method. I implemented a method here. And this method actually does for 10 million times because this is very so fast that I need to run it a lot of times to get some values. So 10 million for 10 million times, it just invokes the statement for the customer, okay? And we can observe what is the impact of it. So we are in our case. So basically, I just run and run with profile. And this is gonna take a while, and it starts running. So it takes a while. So let's wait for. So it finished. Now I can have the data here, and you can analyze what uses more information. For instance, if I go to the call tree, so this is most of the time is here, but I can open and see. So most of the time, of course, is in the statement, okay? And then you can see that, well, actually only 31% is in the get customer by name. So most of the time is dealing with this stuff. So especially invoke objects, target methods. Even if I open this, is here. So this is actually related with, in the presentation, is related with these strings operations. If you see there, we'll see that most of the time is done. Look, 45% of the statement is related with this. Look, it takes more to generate the string, more time to generate the string than to execute all this code. So this is the code that we have refactored, where we introduce a lot of overhead to, but actually the real overhead is in string manipulation. Of course, we can improve this, and as soon as we improve this, okay, because the operations with strings are very uh, expensive. This will become bigger, and then we can also improve. But the idea is, I'm not really concerned about this optimization. The idea is just that you should implement the functionality, then improve the code, and finally you run the profiling, performance profiling, and optimize where you consider relevant. I don't know if this is good or bad. It depends basically on your system in production, when it's going to use, how frequently it's going to use, in which conditions, and then you will decide whether you need to implement. But of course, the most important thing, the code should be clean and easy to read, and that's the first thing. And then you optimize, but to optimize should have a strong reason and good requirements that tell you that you really need to optimize in that. So that what was interesting here is that actually strings manipulation is a big problem. Of course, you can solve it with some libraries for strings. Okay, that was